When we think of heroes, images of superheroes and other fantastic characters might spring to mind, but heroic deeds take place all the time, and heroes live among us. Jockey's celebrated Show 'em campaign celebrates everyday heroes by sharing the stories, qualities, and values that make them unique. Their latest hero is Remi Adeleke, U.S. Navy SEAL veteran and actor, who shows that with resilience, you can accomplish anything. Good morning, Remi.
Good morning. How you doing, Kelly?
I'm great. How are you?
Can't complain.
Well, tell us about the adversity and struggles you overcame growing up.
Yeah, so I was born in Western Africa. I lived in Nigeria until 1987. In 1987, my father died, and in the same breath of my father's death, the Nigerian government stripped our family of absolutely everything. So we went from being rich to having absolutely nothing. My mom, being the strong woman that she is, permanently relocated my brother and I to the United States, and we grew up in the Bronx.
Oh, wow. What an incredible journey. And eventually you joined the Navy. And what was your inspiration for joining?
Yeah, when I was a kid, my mom, she was always into the arts, whether it be theater or you know, art galleries or museums, and so she also loved film, and so she would save her money and she would take my brother and I to the movies when she had the chance to. And there were two movies in particular that inspired me. One was a movie by the name of Bad Boys, and then the second movie was a movie by the name of The Rock. And it was in those two films that I was exposed to Navy SEALs. You know, growing up in the Bronx, you don't get much exposure to Navy SEALs, but you know, through the films I did. And so when I turned 19 and getting ready to turn 20, and I was getting in trouble in the Bronx, you know, I made the decision that, you know, I need to get out of here, so I'm gonna join the Navy to be a SEAL.
Well, thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
And what does being a part of the Show 'em campaign mean to you?
Being part of the Show 'em campaign means a lot to me. You know, it's I love the fact that, you know, Jockey is using everyday heroes, everyday stories in order to inspire change in the lives of people. As I mentioned earlier, it was through story, through film, that my life was changed. You know, I was inspired to change some things in my life. And so what I love about the campaign is that they're essentially doing the same thing. They're using the stories of everyday heroes such as my story, Michaela the Prince, and Chris Van Eaton, along with others, in order to, you know, inspire other people to, you know, persevere, to find hope, and to be resilient.
What advice would you give someone who is struggling right now?
I'll give them a simple piece of advice, and that's don't quit. You know, don't quit. In my life, I've faced much adversity, going from Africa to the Bronx, going into special operations, and now being an actor. And so, you know, in each aspect of my story, I could not quit. You know, if I did, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So I would essentially, you know, simply tell people out there, just don't quit, keep fighting.
And where can our viewers go for more information?
Viewers could go to jockey.com. On the website, there's more video content from as it relates to my story, as well as other heroes and their Jockey campaign as well.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you for having me. It was an honor.
Yep.